Good afternoon and welcome to TVM-News. Today is Friday, April 14th. I'm Neva Kamalanero.
And I'm Emily Rowe. This week we have news about a state trooper who was shot in Northumberland County.
We also have news about a mother that was shot multiple times in a drive-thru with her child in the back seat.
And we'll be checking in with TVM sports anchors Max Burke and Vincent Golsh to find out the latest in Marywood and professional sports.
With April being Earth Month, what a better time to help the environment than right now. The United Neighborhood Center of NEPA's Pine Brook Neighborhood Revelation is having their third annual community cleanup this Saturday, April 15th from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. All equipment for the cleanup will be provided. You can sign up to volunteer through your Marywood email from Campus Ministry.
Marywood Student Government Association announces the president and vice president-elect for the 2023-2024 school year. An email was sent out on March 23rd. Ian Kovac was announced as president and Zoe Badner as vice president for the next school year.
Going out of your way to spread positivity can be difficult. That's why Courageously Kind, a podcast organization run by Maddie and Liz Adams, focused on spreading kindness, is partnering up with Marywood's multimedia group to challenge Pacers to spread kindness. Next week, between April 17th and 21st, there will be a daily kindness activity. From writing kind quotes on sticky notes in the Learning Commons to hand-delivering flowers to the Marywood Heights residents. Please look out for all the opportunities to be kind next week.
April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and Pacers Against Sexual Assault will be hosting several events throughout the month, starting with Field Day and ending with the Take Back the Night Walk. PASA and other clubs on campus are looking to raise awareness on campus about sexual assault. Check your emails for more details.
When we come back, we'll tell you about a state trooper that was shot in Northumberland County.
Thank you to our friends in the studio. Welcome back to your weekly weather report. I am Maddie Adams, and you guys, I'm so excited. It feels like just a few weeks ago I was out here bundled up in a big coat. It was freezing, and now we're seeing absolutely gorgeous springtime temperatures. We've got these gorgeous bucolic trees behind me that says this is a cherry tree, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And campus is looking so beautiful. Spring is truly here. Get this, you guys. The high today is 85 degrees, and a butterfly just flew by. It's feeling like summer, but it's not summer yet, so don't skip class. But high of 85 degrees today. It's absolutely gorgeous. Our low is 55 degrees, and we're looking at partly sunny all day today. I think these warmer temperatures are here to stay. We're not going to see 80 degrees next week, but we are going to see 60s, 70s, very comfortable, and truly feeling like springtime temperatures. Our high on Saturday is 70 degrees and our low is 56. On Sunday, our high is 71 and the low is also 56. So again, really comfortable, beautiful temperatures. On Monday, we're looking at a high of 60 degrees and a low of 47 with an 80% chance of thunderstorms. You know what they say, April showers. Our showers in April is no big deal. Tuesday and Wednesday, we are looking at cooler temperatures. I'm sorry I lied to you and said it was going to be a bit warmer. High on Tuesday and Wednesday is both 47, and the low on Tuesday is 37. The low on Wednesday is 35. So a little bit cooler. I actually like the cooler. I'm not a huge fan of the heat, but we'll take it. Toward the end of the week, it is going to get slightly warmer. On Wednesday, our high is 47 and our low is 35 degrees. On Thursday, our high is 62 and the low is 32. Eek, that's a little chilly. And total sun on Thursday and Friday. Our high on Friday is 64 and the low is 36. So today is going to be the warmest it's going to be, at least in the next coming week. So please be sure to get out there and enjoy it, but wear your sunscreen. A high SPF is a good idea. And let me just see if you can see these. There are some beautiful tulips that are popping up behind me. We're going to try and get a close-up shot for you. But some beautiful red and purple tulips are starting to pop. So look around campus. Little pops of color are coming around everywhere. It's so exciting. The trees are starting to bloom. The cherry trees are in total full bloom. It's gorgeous. The bees are loving it. I'm loving it too. My allergies and my sinuses are not, but that's okay. Have a great week, everybody. Remember to be safe, and we'll be right back after these short messages.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can.
Okay.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
A state trooper was shot in Northumberland County this past Wednesday. According to the release, on the morning of April 12th, the trooper was investigating a domestic disturbance on East 4th Street in Watsonton. Upon arrival, gunfire was exchanged between the domestic disputer and the state trooper. The trooper was shot in the leg and is stable. The suspect fled the scene and was later found at an apartment complex on 8th Street in Delaware Township and is currently in critical condition.
In Northumberland County, 4 former Mount Carmel football players pled guilty to hazing charges on Monday. As announced by the Attorney General Michelle Henry, the former players have pled guilty in their involvement in a 2020 hazing incident. Former captains Reed Witkowski and Damon Bountifus played no contest to hazing assault and reckless endangerment, while Tyler Owens and Michael Belichick pled guilty to hazing and criminal conspiracy charges. All 4 boys are facing their own length of punishment and fines.
A teen has been charged for stabbing in Williamsport this past Monday. According to the police, Caden Ernest, a 15-year-old, stabbed a 13-year-old victim in the Newberry Park area several times. The victim has been taken to the hospital. At this time, the victim's conditions are unknown. Ernest has been charged with aggravated and simple assault and is currently being held in the Lycoming County.
Bishop James Timlin of the Scranton Diocese has passed away at the age of 95. Timlin had more than 50 years of service and experience under his belt prior to retiring in 2003. Bishop Timlin passed peacefully in his sleep on Easter Sunday at his residence in Marywood Heights, and funeral arrangements are still being planned.
The largest job fair in Monroe County rolled into Tannersville this past Wednesday. Over 50 different businesses and organizations were there looking to fill positions at the PA Career Link Monroe County Career Quest. The job fair was held at the Monroe campus of Northampton Community College. Locals said that this event was great to help finding opportunities. If you were unable to attend the job fair, job openings can still be found online. Just search PA Career Links Monroe County.
On Monday, April 10th, a brush fire broke out in Lackawanna County. A report was initially called in for a small fire off Scotts Road in South Abington, which eventually spread into the brush of Bell Mountain in Dixon City. As the fire spread, more support was called in to help the crews on the scene. After hours of effort from over 40 crews, the fire was contained and put out.
When we come back, we'll tell you about a mother who was killed in a drive-thru.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smoke Bear. He's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously. And let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakimick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. My service never stops.
On Wednesday in Shellham Township, Pennsylvania. Rachel King was in a drive-thru when she was shot multiple times while her 11-year-old was in the back seat. The suspect came up to the driver's window and fired multiple shots, killing King and not touching her son. Montgomery County District Attorney Kevin Steele believes this is a targeted murder due to the gunman not trying to communicate with King before shooting her. Pennsylvania authorities are still searching for the suspect. The gunman's description is as a black man with a thin build driving a light-colored sedan. Anyone with any information is urged to call the Shellham Township Police at 215-885-1600.
25-year-old Connor Sturgeon, an employee at the Old National Bank in Louisville, opened fire at a staff. 5 people were pronounced deceased at the scene and 6 were injured. Sturgeon was shot dead at the scene of the crime.
A fire in Indiana caused 2,000 residents to evacuate this past Tuesday. Fire occurred at a recycling plant in Richmond, Indiana. According to the Wayne County Emergency Maintenance Office, 2,011 residents were in the evacuation zone. The smoke was toxic, according to the Indiana State Fire Marshal Stephen Jones. The fire was reported around 2 p.m. Tuesday, and it has since been tamed. However, fire marshals are expecting for it to burn for several days. Jones stated that the team is currently conducting air monitoring.
After being expelled last week, Representative Justin Jones was unanimously voted back in and reinstated to the Tennessee House. The expulsion was a result of Representative Jones' participation in protests on the House floor for gun reform following the school shooting at the Covenant School.
An umpire is being hospitalized after mid-game injury. On Wednesday, 67-year-old umpire Larry Vanover was knocked down after being hit with the head with a relay throw during the Yankees versus Guardians game. In an attempt to throw the ball from second base to home plate, Guardians' Andres Jimenez accidentally struck Vanover. Vanover was taken to the Cleveland Clinic and evaluated for concussion. When we come back, we'll check in with TVM Sports anchors Max Burke and Vincent Goldsmith for the latest in Marywood and professional sports.
Hey, can you chop the pineapple?
Chop the pineapple.
Nope, I'm high. How about I wash off the grape?
Yes.
Okay.
You're already making good decisions when you're high.
I want tacos. Will you drive? I'm a little...
Nope, I'm high. Let's order in.
Don't make an exception when it comes to driving. If you feel different, you drive different.
My name is Teresa Barber. I was in the United States Navy, and I served overseas in the Middle East and Africa. Early on in my career, I had a commander that taught our suicide prevention training on a Friday afternoon, and the very next day, he took his own life. 90% of suicide attempts involving a gun are fatal. You don't know how much somebody can hide what's going on inside their head. Store your guns securely. Help stop suicide.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Okay, here we go.
3, 2.
3, 2, 1.
COVID-19 has been a really long and difficult fight.
So when we start talking about COVID, I completely get it. It's frustrating.
We've all been impacted one way or another.
The fight against COVID is also changing really quickly.
And it's sometimes really hard to keep up.
So here are a few things we know.
We are not fighting the same virus from 2020.
Right now, new variants are a lot more contagious and need to be taken seriously.
Getting vaccinated and staying boosted is the best way to keep you protected from COVID-19 and help you stay out of the hospital.
Even if you got COVID before, it's important that you go get your COVID booster.
COVID vaccines are safe.
Much safer than getting COVID-19.
We all want this to end sooner than later.
So go ahead and do things.
Go out and live your life, but get vaccinated. Stay boosted.
We can all do our part.
And get back to living. You can go to getvaccineanswers.org for more information.
You know, getting late in the season, a lot of important games for the Pacers coming up.
Yeah, how's everything going? We looking good for playoff?
Some teams, yeah. Some teams, they need to pick it up.
All right, let's hear.
The Pacers baseball team dropped another conference series, losing 2 out of 3 versus Marywood-University. Senior left fielder Vinny Dioria totaled 6 hits in the series. The softball team was on the other end of the spectrum, sweeping their doubleheader against conference opponent Marywood-University. Seniors Ashton Clark and Brooke McKay each tallied 3 hits and an RBI while combining for 7 runs. The men's lacrosse team narrowly lost to Marywood-University 10-8. Sophomore John Scabello netted 3 goals in the effort. The women's team dominated the group 16-2. Freshmen Avery Megan and Natalie Yolanjan both scored 4 goals. The Pacers men's golf team finished second of 4 teams in the Marywood Invitation, finishing 18 strokes behind the University. Junior Colin Verticus finished tied for second, shooting 4 over par. The Marywood women's tennis team swept Cabrini Cavaliers 9-0 in their match. The men's squad had a similar beating Cabrini 7-2.
Pretty big win there for the tennis team at the end.
Yeah. Freshman Matt Wagonic picked up his first collegiate win. You love to see it.
You do love to see it. He played very well. In the professional sports news, speaking of big wins, the Rays can't lose right now.
Insane.
Unbelievable.
Never seen it.
The NHL regular season is ending tonight, and the playoffs are starting up next week. Usually there's that one favorite, but this year it's a wide open field, and it'll be exciting. The very first round matchups in the East are the Bruins taking on the Panthers, the Maple Leafs going up against the Lightning, the Hurricanes playing the Islanders, and the Metro rivalry Devils against the Rangers. The West looks like this: the Stars against the Kraken, the Avalanche playing the Wild, the Golden Knights taking on the Jets, and the high-flying Oilers facing the Kings. That time of year again, we've reached the playoffs in the NBA, and with the way the playing games have been, these games won't disappoint. The Bucks, Celtics, and 76ers have the best odds to win it all, with the rest of the teams in the East looking to shock the world. The Bucks will play the Bulls or Heat, the Celtics will play the Hawks, the 76ers will play the Nets, and the Cavs will play the Knicks. The West is wide open, teams like the Warriors and Lakers being the 6th and 7th seeds respectively. The Nuggets will play the Thunder or Timberwolves, the Grizzlies will play the Lakers, the Kings will play the Warriors, and the Suns will play the Clippers. Tons of star-studded matchups start tomorrow at 1 p.m. Baseball season is starting to hit its stride with every team about 12 games in. The shock of the league so far is the Tampa Bay Rays, who sit at 12-0 and have won every game handily. Despite having one of the lowest payrolls and lesser-known players, they continue to be a threat in the ever-competitive AL East. They will be looking to extend this win streak this weekend as they take on the Toronto Blue Jays. That's all for sports. We'll be back after these messages.
Okay, here we go.
3, 2.
3, 2, 1.
COVID-19 has been a really long and difficult fight.
So when we start talking about COVID, I completely get it. It's frustrating.
We've all been impacted one way or another.
The fight against COVID is also changing really quickly.
And it's sometimes really hard to keep up.
So here are a few things we know.
We are not fighting the same virus from 2020.
Right now, new variants are a lot more contagious and need to be taken seriously.
Getting vaccinated and staying boosted is the best way to keep you protected from COVID-19 and help you stay out of the hospital.
Even if you got COVID before, it's important that you go get your COVID booster.
COVID vaccines are safe.
Much safer than getting COVID-19.
We all want this to end sooner than later.
So go ahead and do things.
Go out and live your life, but get vaccinated. Stay boosted.
We can all do our part.
And get back to living. You can go to getvaccineanswers.org for more information.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzz and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
But yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Those 9 months were also 273 days of planning. What about your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. And let's not forget those barbecues you plan in detail for your family and your more vegetarian by the day best friends. That surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Running up. Did you know that there's such thing as a world record for the 4-finger push-up? A 21-year-old Chinese college student set the new world record for 4-finger push-up, doing 22 in 1 minute.
Wow, that's pretty crazy, especially on your fingertips.
Yeah, I can't even do like a regular push-up. So
honestly, the fingertip ones.
Do they?
Yeah, if you have nails, they do.
That's going to do it for this week's edition of TVM News. From everyone here at TV-Marywood, thank you for tuning in.
Be sure to follow TV-Marywood's YouTube page and like the TVM Facebook page to stay up to date on the latest happenings and to watch additional content. I'm Emily Rowe.
And I'm Neva Kamalanero. Have a great weekend, Marywood.